everyone. So today we're gonna have a look at Chaturanga. So Chaturanga is a really challenging pose, especially if you're new to the practice. And so today I'm going to show you a few modifications you can do to make it easier while you're building your strength to reach the full pose. And of course we're going to look at the correct alignment for the full pose as well. Okay, so let's start from a downward facing dog, because that's usually from where we get into Chaturanga. So downward facing dog, and now we're going to get ourselves into a plank. So nice plank, tip your shoulders and your tailbone forward. So in the plank we're going to have very strong hands and fingers, so weight distributed between the fingertips and the back of the hand. We want to shift weight back into the heels, so rather than being forward like this, we want to flex the heels like this. Tailbone nice and tucked in, so we don't want to stick our tailbone out nor have it too much depressed. So nice tailbone nice and tucked in, flat back, and want to make sure that our shoulders are up like this. So try to push down your hands into the ground and bring your shoulders up. Alright, and last thing is the crease of your shoulders, crease of your elbows is facing forward. Alright, so the first modification I'm going to show you here is ground supported Chaturanga. So in this pose you're going to hold the alignment of Chaturanga, but you're going to be resting on the ground, so that your weight is basically supported. Alright, so let's start. From plank, we're going to start bending only from the elbows, and drop your body to the ground. Very nice. So the tip here is to make sure that we're bending only from the elbows and the rest of our body stays in the shape that it was during the plank. And the next important thing is that we want to keep our elbows pointing backward. So rather than bending outwards like this, we want to bend backward so that the arm and your forearm stay parallel to the body. Alright, let's do that one more time. From plank, bend from the elbows facing backward. The whole body stays in the same shape as in plank. Down to the ground. Very nice. Okay, so let's show our second modification here. Either modification is good, so you can pick your favorite or you can swap between both. Alright, the second one is going to be Chaturanga with knees on the ground. So this basically decreases your body weight a bit because you're supported on your knees, so that it's easier for your front body. Alright, so starting from plank again. Nice plank, we're going to drop the knees on the ground and then bend from the elbows only, pointing backward into Chaturanga. So your whole back, the shape of your back and your front body don't change from plank. Alright, back up. Okay, so these are two very good modifications that can allow you to stay aligned while building up in your strength until you're strong enough to reach the full pose. Okay, so now let's demonstrate the full pose. From plank again, you get the idea. So bend the elbows to 90 degrees, facing backward. Your whole body doesn't change. And up dog. And down dog. Okay, so these are some modifications you can use for Chaturanga, and because this is a pose that we come back to very often in a regular yoga practice, feel free to swap between each modification, and if you're strong enough to do Chaturanga the full pose sometimes, but you get tired throughout your practice, feel free to go back to the modifications. The important things here are you want to be keep your tailbone tucked in so that your back is flat, and bend the elbows backward so that your arms and forearms stay parallel to your body rather than outward. And the last thing here is you don't want to tip your shoulders forward while you're in the Chaturanga. So you don't want to depress them like this, but you want to keep your shoulders nice and wide. And you can do this by sending your, how do you call these, shoulder blades back down the back, because the corners of your shoulders are not designed to bear weight, so you can risk injury if you tilt them forward during the Chaturanga. So remember to send your shoulder blades nice and down the back so that you keep your shoulders open during this pose. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.